Good job.
Is Richard online still?
I do not see Richard. He's dropped off and on kind of throughout. And I would expect we're gonna see a bigger crowd here for this, but maybe not. I thought Tom was gonna be here for more of it, so I didn't understand fully what was going on with him, but clearly it's still a factor.
Is he on now? Is Tom on now?
Is he a vote?
Tom's a voting member, yeah. Yeah. We have on it. But you could just have him fill out a proxy form if you want to just vote for him or just.
Are you able to join the meeting for the business meeting question mark? I think you have a vote period.
All right, should we get rolling?
You are ready, Mr. Chair.
Called meeting to order. Welcome everyone, even though we've all been in this room since this morning. Who do we have online right now, David? Curious.
Online, I am seeing Jackie, I am seeing Gail, and I am seeing Tammy.
Great.
And I don't know if that's the same Tammy. I've got Tammy twice because I've got Tammy Estison. So,
Have we heard from Gail at all?
pardon?
Have we heard from Gail at all?
Meaning vocally? No, but she hasn't been on or
I was
later.
just curious.
Gail, can you hear us all right? We're just doing a quick sound check.
So just so everybody knows, Gail Gallagher is one of the board members for the Acton Basin.
Oh, that's I was just wondering what community she was.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
Yep, I can hear you.
Hearing us, thank you, Gail.
I'm feeling like we probably don't need to do introductions. Are everyone okay with that? Yeah, heads are nodding. So we'll go ahead and do a voting member roll call. Big Mountain here. Big Sky here. Columbia Falls.
Here.
Craig. Absent, excused. Gardner.
Here.
Red Lodge.
Here.
St. Regis. We did hear from George. What did he say?
He's in Europe.
He was there.
There.
West Yellowstone. Present. Whitefish.
Here.
Wolf Creek. Absent. Happy Base. Here. Did I miss anyone?
No.
Great. So I believe we have, just looking at our agenda, we've got a couple of votes from the full membership. So we'll just call on each community when we get to those votes. And I don't think we have any board action today. We do have minutes. Are we trying to take action on the minutes?
The minutes were approved by the board at a previous board meeting. We just attached them so that.
This is just an FYI of what the board has been on. Great.
And just as an FYI, Tom is joining in the background, sorry.
Great.
Oh, great.
Welcome. Director elections, I believe currently our existing, just looking at our terms. We have 3 3-year terms and 2 2-year terms. Dan, Dana, and myself, DQ'd, all expire in 2027. So we have 2 director positions that are up. Those are 2-year terms. Misty Edwards from Craig and Wolf Creek currently serves on the term that is expiring. Mayor Westwood, you were the other one with the term expiring in 2026. I think the reality of our organization is we are a small group that will likely need to serve in a variety of capacities in different ways. We have an IT department now. But
We got a deed restriction?
Yeah.
we'll work on that. So we have 2 director positions that are up for, it's not really an election, but up for a motion that I would look to entertain. I would move that we or I would like to nominate Misty and Dave for the existing roles that they currently serve in. Unless there's anyone else that is interested in potentially serving as a director. So, Misty, what do you think about that? Just joking. Or any discussion?
I'm not sure how to take that. I'd like to nominate Dave unless there's anybody else.
We'll have you as IT one way. Does anyone else have an interest in serving on the board? It's a pretty, low time commitment, but there definitely is a little bit of work.
Treasurer and secretary, so. Because
I'm sorry.
not the time commitment, you don't have to be treasurer secretary, I got you covered, so it is, I think as directors, an easier time.
Great, any further discussion? We'll go ahead and call the vote. Big Mountain? Aye. Big Sky, aye. Columbia Falls?
Aye.
Craig is absent. Gardner?
Aye.
Red Lodge?
Aye.
Are you sure you want Dave?
Yeah, because I'm afraid it might be me if I don't say yes.
Aye. I like your strategy, Tom. St. Regis is absent. West Yellowstone? Yes. Whitefish?
Aye.
Wolf Creek is absent. Hebgen Basin? Aye. All right, motion passes unanimously. Congratulations, Misty, who was unable to argue her way out of another term. And Mayor Westwood, welcome back.
Thank you.
Officer elections, I believe, we need to nominate, 3 positions, president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. I heard Dana say she's really. Secretary, treasurer. Dan, you still good with vice president if someone makes that motion? I'll hear it. I would be willing to continue on as president. Do we have a motion for officers?
I so move. Oh, I'm not sorry. I don't count.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Tom.
Tom would have to move.
Tom's your vote.
I move then.
All right, and the motion is to keep the slate the same as it currently is. Any discussion? Second. Great. Thank you for Robert's rules of order over there. I almost missed. Did I miss a second on the other one?
No, you got it.
Guys, it's been a, so, we'll go ahead and call the vote. Tom made the motion, Ron seconded the motion, and we'll go ahead and call the vote. Big Mountain? Aye. Big Sky, aye. Columbia Falls?
Aye.
Craig is absent. Gardner?
Aye.
Red Lodge?
Aye.
St. Regis is absent. West Yellowstone? Aye. Whitefish?
Aye.
Hebgen? Aye. All right, motion passes unanimously. We'll move on to the next order of business, and if everyone's fine with it, we'll keep this moving along so that we end early and we can all hit the road as needed and or whatever your other commitments are. So committee reports, communications and member engagement, which is a topic of this. We're currently communications and member engagement is being head up by you, correct? Tammy, what do we have to report?
Here we are. Really nothing new to report. Everything's, if you have outdated, ordinances or resolutions or things that went on the website, please go ahead and forward them to me and we'll get those up. And otherwise, Katie, we have nothing else going on, right?
The only other thing I'd add is, you talked to me a couple months ago and I kind of been looking at some of your websites. Potentially adding, like, if people want to pay through our website, they like try to pay weird. But if you guys are having issues with that, if you'll reach out to us, let us know. We're happy to like help guide them to the correct place. I think there's been a couple issues.
There's like a payment portal.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
So if you have any ideas or have issues with that, please reach out.
We'll add the West Yellowstone report onto the West Yellowstone pages
Yep.
as well. And I'd say in general, if anyone has any observations related to the website, please feel free to pass feedback along over to Katie and Tammy.
I'm gonna make a board meeting. We're gonna put, not me, people.
I think we're gonna do that right under designates, right? We don't currently have a finance administration meeting.
I have finance. Membership, yeah, so.
I think there's a proposal in the next agenda item to essentially merge membership and finance into finance and administration. Let's hear a report from finance one way or the other and start there, and then an update from membership as well.
You don't want me to go over the budget right now?
Mhm.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Budget, okay. Well, the finance, committee, I don't think we've gotten together, it's been kind of neat. And so, I can tell you that, we have worked with Susan Nicosia, she has, done a great job getting our tax exemption filed with IRS, we filed our 990. And, for last year, and then, you know, we're within budget as planned, that's where we're at, and then we can talk about dues and the budget later on.
Great. Any update on the membership?
No,
Update on the membership fund, just as a reminder to folks, you Wesley.
yeah,
As well. Just as a reminder to folks, we're still working on Virginia City and Cook City. We did have an attendance or had attendance from Park County Commissioner last year, which was
Yeah.
helpful, but
Mhm.
we've been able to get much traction. Okay, legislative, Dana, I think that's you.
For us. Well, I would say that, as you know, that, we, as the legislative committee and, the whole membership last year looked at kind of what our overall priorities were. And came up with our legislative plan. I think this fall is when we will be, coming forward to the membership at our fall membership meeting to have our legislative priorities laid out for the next session. We have worked, we worked with Daryl in the past and, with just some budget work, we were able to contract with him on the off season, so he actually is under contract with the association currently in the, interim session, and so, we're excited to keep working with him. But I think we did a lot of
We
talking
did a
about
lot.
what's important on the legislative front, as we move into the next session, but I think really nailing down our priorities, that will happen at the fall meeting. And that our committee will, fine tune what our legislative priorities were and our agenda, that we've already looked at before.
And you'll all hear from Daryl for some kind of a workshop, what I heard he said he was willing to do after the primary. And for those that weren't on earlier, we have a little bit of a toolkit that we're able to provide, and the list of all the legislators for each community will be sent out after the meeting. Good work negotiating with Daryl too, by the way, because I think you navigated a budget scenario by doing that. FY27 committee designees, this came out of our last board meeting, also I think it's in the minutes. The board is proposing to combine the membership committee with finance into finance and administration. I think originally the intent of the membership committee was really just getting this thing off the ground, and we've had great success in doing that, so appreciate everyone's work and kind of helping set the structure. The proposal is also to have a communications and member engagement committee. Also kind of part of that membership committee concept is, well, how do we really work towards expanding attendance at these things a little bit, and also hopefully at some point get Virginia City and Cook City on board. And then the legislative committee will remain exactly the same as it is. We're proposing a board lead for each of the committees, and then a staff lead, our staff support for each of the committees as well, although it doesn't look like we have one for finance and administration. I'd like to make a motion based on the board recommendation from our last board meeting to continue on with the three committees as you see them outlined on the agenda: communications and membership engagement, finance and administration, and legislative. Leaving Dana as the board lead for the legislative committee. We currently listed on this roster myself, Richard Parks, and Tom Kuntz as well. I think that's somewhat of the makeup of the existing committee. On communications and member engagement, board lead would be myself, Tammy as staff support. We don't have staff support for legislative. Oh, it's Jackie. Jackie Haynes on our team would help support the legislative. And then Danae, Katie, and Michelle on the Communications and Membership Engagement Committee. Is Michelle still active?
Oh, our Michelle, yeah, she can definitely be active, yeah, as much as you'd like her to be, yeah, absolutely.
And then on Finance Administration, it would be a board lead of Dana, staff support of Tammy. Richard as representing Gardner, Misty from Craig and Wolf Creek, and Laney from Whitefish. I'll pause with that motion and ask, is there anything people would like to be involved in that you're not involved in? Because there's an opportunity to jump into either any of these committees. Okay, hearing nothing. Do we have a second to my motion? Motion was seconded. Any further discussion? Motion passes, or sorry, we'll call the vote. Big Mountain.
Aye.
Big Sky, aye. Columbia Falls.
Aye.
Craig absent. Gardner.
aye,
Can you hear me?
Ah, I can hear that.
Yeah, I think that their Wi-Fi is just slow, and so we can't hear their we can't hear their audio coming in because
Yeah, okay.
the
As
Wi-Fi is
long as I'm
good.
not by myself.
Yeah, are you taking some minutes down or some
I've
notes?
got all the motions.
Good, that's all I need, worry, now that I know we're not on board, yeah. Perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
Great secretary, by the way, obviously, because I'm not taking minutes while I'm doing this. So anyways, our budget's, I think, pretty standard. You know, as we look forward to next, the following fiscal year, fiscal 27, you know, that's when we'll just have to, again, reassess how our, dues are doing, but the good news is no dues increase and, we'll be ending with a fund balance of about $546, and if Hefkin comes on, it'll be 700. Or no, with Hefkin, it'll be about 546.
Great.
Ron,
We've slid into the, from zero revenues to over $1 million, so can you put us in the $1,000?
Okay.
we will gladly take.
I'll
the
take
money.
your money,
Yeah.
I'll take your money. Yeah, anybody else see where they're maybe off?
What were the thresholds?
So the thresholds again are under 1 million is $200. And then if you're 1 to 5 million, you're at $1,000. And then over 5 million to 15 million, there's many of us, to 2750. But anybody in that 200, I'm thinking the under 1 million would be the ones that are gonna shift up, most likely. I think shifting to the next category is probably.
Yeah.
Few of us.
And I was distracted, and it's not my circus or my monkeys, but Red Lodge Mountain, I noticed is a nothing, is that just we haven't heard from them, or is that they don't have dues?
They were interesting because they were kind of participating and then they're like, no, we want nothing to do with it.
Okay, so the list on the left is just all of the potentials.
All the potential,
Okay.
and so the zeros, Virginia City, Cook City, those are ones that are zero because they are a resort community, but they are not joining, and so I just kind of kept a list of all of them so we can see who's paid and who's not paying of resort areas, districts and communities.
I'd say if anyone can twist the arm of Red Lodge Mountain, that would be great.
I just wanted to understand which category are they gonna be in?
I mean, if you're below $1 million, it'll be $200.
Pardon? $200?
$200.
Way to be able to do that.
Bill Bullock used to be a director and then he stepped down. We stepped
Who
down.
is that, Bill Bullock?
Yeah.
I could have said something to him during the break there when I was talking to him. That's a hard arm to twist though, just so you know.
Good question.
And maybe he didn't see the value early on, and I think that might have been where it was, that he does, maybe, I think he had shared kind of like his thoughts of like resort tax doesn't have a risk of the legislature, and so I think that was maybe.
That's where
That's the spin you need to take, it's like.
and that's where copper wire came from, is a couple of our commissioners got hold of a penny. So.
Okay, anything else on the budget?
No, I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys may have. You guys,
So for the record, did you increase our contribution?
I did just now, yep, I have it on mine, I've got it on the, so I can just tell you what that would look like. And I assume Hempkin Basin wants to be added as well.
Yeah.
At $200, so that would make our revenue 18,500, with fund balance of 1346.
And will you be set out an invoice?
No, 13.
Produced.
Yeah. What was it? That's the dues, yeah, it's the, let me see,
I don't think that, we don't send out invoices, do we?
We've been sitting.
we do, we send the invoices out, yeah, I don't send them out, thanks to membership dues, help me. Yeah,
I've done this in the past and tardy, well, virtual items here, sorry, fiscal year, we'll see. We have also grants.
I just want to reiterate a huge thank you to everyone who helped pull this together for the hike yesterday and the cocktail hour and the support today. It's really appreciated. Time, energy, and money that got thrown into this. So appreciate everyone for setting this all up. So well, I think we're looking for any other questions for Dana related to the budget. We're looking for a motion to approve the budget. So moved. We have a second?
Second.
All right, motion was made by West Yellowstone, seconded by Big Mountain. We'll go ahead and call, any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll go ahead and call the vote. Big Mountain?
Aye.
Big Sky, aye. Columbia Falls?
Aye.
Craig is absent. Gardner?
Aye.
All right, we lost audio again.
Yep. I don't know whether my vote got recorded or not.
We need to fire that IT guy.
Yeah, it's funny. I think when Richard talked, it cut it out for some reason. We got you back now.
Okay. We just voted Dave Westwood as IT professional, so any complaints can go to him. Red Lodge, the motion is on the table to approve the budget as presented.
Aye.
Great. Thanks, everyone. Motion passes unanimously. On to the next topic. This is another action item for the full membership. Just looking ahead, we've got the League of Cities and Towns Conference being held in Helena, October 7th through the 9th. That would be our next full membership meeting.
It's a little tough for Big Sky.
It's gonna be tough for Big Sky.
This room.
I don't know that there's much that we can do around that. So that, yes, go ahead.
We could just hold it outside of the League of Cities Town. We could have a remote meeting or we could have. I guess, yeah, how many folks are planning to attend that? Because we've got,
Good question.
not everyone's in the city or town.
The last one was in Billings.
Are you planning on attending?
And what are the dates on it again?
It's October 7th through 9th.
Okay, I'm sorry, I ended up in November, October 7th through 9th.
In Helena.
I suspect I will probably be there. Was that a more loaded question than are you gonna try to make it?
I think the question, or do we need 2 in-person meetings every year, or would a virtual option once a year with the spring meeting being in person suffice? I guess is the question.
Well, it's not obvious to plan on doing a presentation. I think that fall meeting. Like that was not discussed earlier. I think that ought to be in person. I think we'll get more out of it than online. But if that's the only thing, I'm gonna get around.
It's a good point.
And I'm wondering, and I'm if we're gonna do it once a year and then once remote. Should it be, but again, I guess I didn't necessarily see everybody going to League of Cities. I was gonna
I
say,
don't think everyone
yeah,
does, yeah.
okay. I was gonna say maybe that's the one because it's one trip rather than 2, but
I think we don't get to showcase our communities that way though. If you don't do the spring one in person.
yeah.
Which maybe it's not a big deal, but.
I like that. And Big Sky's doing it next year. Did we not get to that part yet?
We didn't get to that part yet.
I mean, I would be fine, I would be fine with doing the fall one remote. It is League of Cities and Towns and I haven't gone for 4 years. So, and I wasn't there at the last one and I don't know, if I'll make that. It's only having to have a 2.5-year-old. So that is why I quit going. Usually I do. But.
Wait a minute. You said you have a 2.5-year-old. You haven't gone for 4 years.
Well, actually, you're right. It's been 2 or 3 probably. I did go when I was pregnant.
You were just saying if we
I
were
was
paying
very
attention.
pregnant, And I went when I was very pregnant, so I guess it's been 2 years, so I did go when I was like.
What if-
December, so.
What if we don't make it as formal? I mean, I just wonder if we could get a small room together at League of Cities and Towns. Those that are there and available can meet in that room and then everyone else could come in hybrid, or remote.
Yeah, cause I was gonna say otherwise, why force it to that week? But if you're gonna take advantage of it, if anybody's there, I like that idea.
And then at least, like if you're there and like West is there, I probably would not go if it were not for this Resort Tax Association meeting, so personally, what if we try a hybrid option for the fall meeting around the same time frame, and for those that are there, we'll just coordinate finding a room for them to meet, but maybe not make it the big thing. Does that work? for
Yeah,
everyone?
I think, and then we'll just coordinate to them to find a window that doesn't, like, cause they have a lot of their meetings where they'll have like. City managers have a meeting, or there's some of the little subcommittees that all have their meetings, and if we just kind of use that same block, that way we're not asking people to miss. Sessions if they've gone there.
They usually allow that Wednesday, that first day, to have like the little breakouts, and we've done that in the past, like the 3 o'clock timing or something like that. We could continue to do that.
I think the hybrid aspect helps us out. That's a pretty busy time for us to for this support staff. If we did a hybrid, that would help us out quite a bit.
We can do it.
I'm seeing that.
I mean, and I appreciate what you guys do, and you guys do a lot of work. Is there a better time of year for our fall meeting? I mean, we don't have to tie, if we're gonna do our spring meeting in person. I mean, everything's not virtual, and I think you can host training virtually too. I just.
November.
That week is not a. good
November
week.
would be better for us.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not, just because we've done it that way last year, doesn't mean we have to keep doing it too, and if that's, you guys just need. to Say something.
November would be better for us. I just didn't want to lose the opportunity. if it makes
Let's
sense.
do that, let's just do November, because too, like, being involved in municipality too, there's a lot of other meetings in, even though, I mean, this is the priority. I've seen other things that
Yeah,
I kind of felt split between, like, I should kind of be in that room too.
let's give feedback.
Richard, go ahead, sir.
November would be really terrible for us. That's the month that we are doing our first cut on applications and dealing with getting the money organized, getting reports from all the people that want money, having them explain it in public. We got lots of things going on in November that makes going anywhere else difficult.
What about going back a month, September?
That's even worse for us. We're in the middle of our big season.
Terrible for me.
Richard, that November was gonna be a virtual, so you don't have to go, you just have to carve out a meeting time.
Yeah, I understand, and we probably wouldn't go unless there was something really going on that we needed to deal with business wise, which is what we're supposed to be doing at this meeting. So.
Yeah. When would we do it?
If it works for everybody else, go ahead.
Appreciate that. I see a calendar up here. When would we be looking at in November if we're gonna try it? Richard, when is your allocation? Is it?
Well, if we stick to our normal thing, November 10th would be our big hearing meeting with everything being put on the table. And then December 8th, both of these days are somewhat mutable depending on what else is going on in town, would be our allocation meeting.
What if we did it the week of November 16th in hopes that maybe that would give enough of a gap to maybe be able to make it? Would that work for everyone?
Any day but the 19th.
Any day but the 19th. Is there any other day? I'd stay away from maybe that Wednesday. What about Tuesday the 17th? I don't know when you have council meetings and all.
They're Mondays.
Ours are Tuesdays, but
Never mind, I was wrong. 18th could work.
That's the third week, so we're okay. Oh, wait, no, don't listen to me. We haven't got the schedule that far.
Don't listen to Jenny.
I'm sure it's the calendar, it's happening, but.
6 to 19. Thanks.
No, I suppose it's the 18th.
What, 6 is the work Thursday, right?
17th or 18th, would a Tuesday or Wednesday work? Okay, let's go ahead and schedule it. We'll make it quick, Richard, in hopes that you can make it for just any business that we have. And if you
Okay.
can't, we fully understand, so appreciate your flexibility. I'd say let's aim for Tuesday the 17th at say 3 p.m., 3 to 4.
we might wanna add some legislative work to that, so I would say.
3 to 5.
I would, yeah, 3 to 5, 2 to 4, whatever you wanna do. The good thing about doing it that date is we will have the election results for who our legislators are.
Oh, that's,
Oh, yeah. By doing it.
that's really,
You will lose IT at 5 o'clock that day.
I'm good with doing 2 to 4 or like 1 to 3 or, you know, 1 to 4, I don't really care, I just, afternoon's better for me that day.
let's do, would 2 to 4 work for him?
Yeah, earlier in the afternoon.
1 to
It's our
3.
council day, so like earlier in the afternoon.
1 to 3.
Yeah, that's fun.
1 to 3 on the 17th. Tammy will send out a meeting note. Great. Spring. I think we're looking to replicate this next year. We're looking for a host community. I think we won't, even though we've seated Misty on the board again without her being here, I don't think it's fair to make her.
And by the way.
Also, by the way, you have to coordinate all this. I think we've not done one in West. We've not done one in Gardner. We've not done one in Big Sky. Am I missing any?
I thought we did one in West a couple of years, but maybe that was just because we did the league was there.
I think it was a league.
And then we didn't meet at that one.
We did not meet. Oh, no, we did. But it wasn't,
That was our first one.
That was the first one.
but it was before we did like community showcase stuff.
I don't think that gets Big Sky off the hook if that's what you're going for.
We're happy to host whenever it's time. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to make it affordable for you all to. It's a-
Raise hands.
Is there a day? Just bust us in from both.
We can figure something out. Would you all like to do it in Big Sky next year? We can do it in Big Sky.
Or this time, probably.
This will be this time next year.
gotta move it up. What's closing date?
Oh.
That's scary.
Yeah.
It's in April.
Bath on Sunday. What's closing date here?
It's,
Sorry,
yeah. Let's see what we can, let's see what we can do. Would people be willing to look in April if that was something that was of interest?
That's after tax day.
Do what we did before. Last year, everyone said this week before Memorial Day was good, but we can definitely go earlier. Just cause a lot of folks are more summer communities, we're more winter. Busy wise, but April's probably good too. Yeah,
April is better.
No. I will tell you my perspective of at least legislative years to skip out for 4 days or 3 days, not possible, and April will be legislative time.
That's right.
The crunch time too, and the budget at the same time, so that's my suggestion, but again, if we can't make it, we can't make it, there's a whole group of people here, so don't.
Would March be
days
better?
on us.
Probably not in a
Not.
Oh, maybe it'll be better. I think, I know we all wanna go skiing, but like, I don't know, it's better than that.
There's other cool stuff to do other than ski. Find something fun to do.
Sure, but we can go get the calendar.
So let's target May again, I think, and if for some reason we're able to do it in April, well, let's look into April. Let's see if there's some way we could do maybe like the closing weekend and then.
That could be. Don't do that.
Does that get crazy with your affordability? That's.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
that.
that's What Gregory did.
Variety of activities.
All right, May it is. We will propose a date after we do some logistics. Right? I think that's more than anything. We'll get to go. So we'll be happy to host. All right, so the proposal for the motion, do I have a motion for, I believe I heard 1 to 3 on November 17th, and then date TBD Big Sky for our spring meeting.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion around that? Call the vote. Big Mountain. Aye. Big Sky, aye. Columbia Falls.
Aye.
Gardner.
Aye.
Red Lodge.
Aye.
West Yellowstone.
Aye.
Whitefish. Pepin.
Aye.
Great, motion passes unanimously. And we are done 45 minutes early, so congratulations, everyone. We have a little bit of time back in our day. A sincere thank you to everyone for making the time to come to this. I do feel like we are gaining momentum and hopefully you find value in these conversations because we have a lot in common that I think we're more powerful as a voice together, and appreciate all your participation and safe travels to everyone home. Anything Whitefish, Columbia Falls, Big Mountain to add before we depart?
No, just thank you all for making the drive over here, I guess is what I would say, because I know how it feels driving from over that way, and it's not a short drive that you have ahead of you, but we don't get to host many big conferences up in this area because we are in the northwest corner of the state, so.
Do we have a motion to adjourn? So moved. Great. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one.
Thank you.